What? One of one. Mookie freaking Betts. Drew Reimer.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
They smell so good. Is it just me, my friends? I know this sounds absolutely horrible. Anybody else here like the smell of gasoline? Give me a hell yeah in the chat. I don't know why. Obviously, I don't huff or anything, to be straight with you. But I've always loved the smell of gasoline. I don't know why. Oh, hell yeah. Wow. I am so peanut butter and jealous, my dude. This is absolutely freaking amazing. Wow. That is a Tyrannosaurus Rex tooth. Dustin, you win, bro. How cool is that? I love it so much. Jonathan over here says, man, 6-year-old Jonathan just peed himself. You're not cool unless you pee your pants. If peeing your pants is cool, then call me Miles Davis. Cattle Mariners. Oh my Lanta. Wow. Check that out, you legends.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Rays and Kirk Noah. You just got yourself a Strokes of Gold Junior Caminero. That is a case hit, my dude. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Damn, brother. And you already know, buddy, that is a rookie. So if that was mine, that would go straight into the pre-grade pile, my dude. Damn. Hey, get out of my head, Kirk Noah. I love you, brother. Thank you. I am so stoked we could pull that together, big man. Wow. Oh, wow. Number 22 out of 25, Jackson Churio. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Goodness gracious, my man. That is beautiful. You know what that deserves? JunkWax Nasty. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. 22 out of 25 on the Churio. And that is a triple material relic, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Holy shiitake mushrooms. How about a fantastic Friday morning banger? How about a little morning wood?
Giggity, giggity.
James Wood. On card. Mojo Refractor. Prospect autograph. Lightning has struck twice, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, Mr. Behrman Sr. Torrey Holt. JunkWax Nasty. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Holy cow there, buddy. Wow. That is not numbered, but that is still absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Amazing. Wow. I am so stoked that I could find that for you, Dalen. Name the 5 best rappers. Dalen, 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 and Dalen because I rip hot fire. There you go, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my.
Very good. Okay, very good.
Gods recognize gods. Like, who the fuck is that guy?
Beautiful. Yes, it was DJ. But would you just look at it? Our second Kayla Harrison rookie autograph here in the family. Bro, you win.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
JunkWax Nasty. Congratulations, Felicidades Cesar Mendoza. Beautiful tarjeta, mi amigo. And Kayla Harrison is a soon-to-be Hall of Famer. Seriously. One of the best female fighters that we have ever seen grace the planet.
Our old song was Baby Back, Baby Back, Baby Back. It was about ribs cause that was our thing. Our new ribs are bigger, the whole menu's better. So we changed the song to be bigger than ribs. Chili's is back, baby back, baby back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby back, baby back.
Oh my Lanta. Oh, Senor Mendoza. And gotta love pack number 4, my brother. Come on. JunkWax Nasty. Congratulations, Felicidades, Cesar Mendoza.
Oh my God.
How about stud prospect for the Colorado Rockies? Charlie Condon on the Power Brokers. I know it, Luke, I know. That is absolutely beautiful. 2 out of 8 on the Charlie Condon. And Condon is a stud. Stab it for Brian, then toss it. Your wish is my command, sir. There you go. Pick the paper up, put it in the bag. Bop, bop. Pick the paper up and put it in the bag. Give me a hell yeah if you remember that. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of stabbed wanders. And then he wants us to go ahead and chuck them as well. Double yeet. See ya. Seattle Mariners. Number 2/100. And folks, how about first on print to 100 on the Juan Soto?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
How about a casual Friday morning bookend, ladies and gentlemen? First on print, Juan Soto to 100. How cool is that? Congratulations to the Nationals, and that is Rob Richardson. Oh, it's backwards. It is a redemption, and oh my Lanta. Wow. Dual autograph, Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Damn. P.T. Barnum. Ooh, you got a Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby relic. Wow. That's fun. I'm putting that one in a penny sleeve for you, and we will top load that one before it gets mailed off to you, Mark Bluma. But that is a first here on the channel, my man. That is the very first.
This is where the transmission came from, right?
Yeah, I heard it. Cracking wax and breaking backs.
Then it's time. Let's go get our spicy water.
Rise and shine. It's the midweek fire. JunkWaxVintage, taking you higher. The legends are rolling. The packs are tight. It's wonderful Wednesday. Let's start it right. We're cracking backs and sipping spicy. J-Cap built that morning's feeling icy. With cardboard heat and caffeine kicks, we're pulling flame and hitting licks. Dalen's live with that morning charm, ripping wax with both sleeves armed. From Julio rookies to vintage gold, these wonderful Wednesdays never get old. Miss Junk Wax got the sorting down, grading dreams in a cardboard town. The legends in chat always on cue. They woke up early just to vibe with the crew. Live from the JunkWaxVintage Card Club studios. Start your day with a slab and a smile, featuring spicy water, wild pulls, and that signature junk wax energy. Feeling great, midweek spree, spicy water, chug it slow. Wednesday wonders steal the show, so toast that morning brew and tap the screen. This wonderful Wednesday's running pristine. Jay fills the morning thrill, where legends break with heart and skill. Cracking backs and sipping spicy. Jake that root that morning's feeling icy. With cardboard heat and caffeine kicks, we're pulling flame and hitting licks. Dalen's live with that morning charm, ripping wax with both sleeves armed. From Julio rookies to vintage gold, these wonderful Wednesdays never get old. Mrs. Junk Wax got the sorting down, grading dreams in a cardboard town. The legends in chat always on cue. They woke up early just to vibe with the crew. Live from the JunkWaxVintage Card Club studios. Start your day with a slab and a smile, featuring spicy water, wild pulls, and that signature junk wax energy. Who we be? JW feeling great, midweek spree, spicy water, chug it slow. Wednesday wonders steal the show, so toast that morning brew and tap the screen. This wonderful Wednesday's running pristine. J2 views the morning thrill, where legends break with heart and skill.
Well, top of the morning to you, you legends. Happy Wednesday. How the heck are ya? Hi. I missed you all so damn much. What's up, buddy? Derek. Yes, sir. Yes, we are live on 5 platforms every single show, so feel free to come over and join us on Twitch if you would like. Good morning, Jackson. How you doing, young man? One of our favorite 13-year-olds in the family. Good to see you, buddy. That is very true, Jack. It is true, and we get to do it all over again this morning, my man. So in my humble opinion, my friends, that is one of the coolest things about this channel, is we are here a lot, almost every single morning. So Tuesday through Friday mornings, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Tuesday through Saturday evenings, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And legends, if you are new here this morning, as always, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. My name is Dalen, D-A-L-E-N, like Dale plus N. You are more than welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that, my TikTokers. So you are more than welcome to come over here and join us on Twitch. But keep in mind, my friends, we are in several different platforms this morning and every single show. So we have TikTok, Facebook, Kick, YouTube, and of course, the preferred viewing experience is over here on Twitch. So if you want to come join, please feel free to do so. Oh, thank you, Cole. Well, I am humbled to have you back, my good man. I appreciate it, buddy. And I can't follow everybody, Mr. Whit, but I got you. Welcome to the crew, my dude. All right, legends. We have another magnificent mañana de miércoles ahead of us. Good morning, Dallas. Good morning, Hannah. Fun fact, Hannah, they actually just left Paris, and they're on the way to Spain right now. They're in their last leg of the flight. So I appreciate you asking, Hannah. Thank you. So for those of you that are unaware, My 18-year-old son, who just turned 18 on May the 20th, so he's like newly 18, is on his way to Spain this morning. He's been saving up for a trip for the last couple of years almost. Him and 9 of his other 18-year-old friends, 10 young men, going to Spain. Yikes. I had a hard enough time keeping my room clean at 18 years old. I can't even imagine. Going to abroad. Goodness gracious. So yeah, he's almost there. I appreciate you asking. Thank you, Hannah. I repeat, we have a Pfeiffer down. Good morning, Ryan Pfeiffer. Good to see you this morning, my dude. All right, legends, let's turn on some music, shall we? Derek, down here on TikTok, do you hear the old stream in the background now? I hope not. I don't think so. But I appreciate you. Thank you, buddy. The dingo's ate my baby. Good morning, my man. And I'm right here in Austin, Texas. I appreciate you asking. Where are you at? Are you down under? A brother from down under? Good morning, Kobe Luna. Tennessee. Beautiful. That's right, Craig. That's right. You silly goose. Good morning, Daniel Gates. Our not-so-sinister Gates gracing us with his presence this morning. How you doing, Dan? Excellent to see you as always. Good, sir. Maria. Good morning. Good to see you. ¿Cómo está, amiga? Mr. Ernie Larson. No, thank baby Jesus, they are not running with the bulls. That I might have to put my foot down. Come on, boy. All right, legends. Let's bust into our very first item in the morning, shall we? We cannot get too ahead of ourselves. One moment. A pistol, good morning, and thank you for beating that screen, my man, like it owes you back child support money. Some of that spicy water. Beautiful. All righty, let's get some music happening. Shall we? There we go. That's better. Great to see you this morning, Pistol. How you doing, buddy? Happy Wednesday. Another marvelous mañana de miércoles here in the familia. I appreciate you asking, Ryan. I am good. Good now, anyway. So full disclosure, I will always be transparent with you. Last night was a late one. We did not finish up the show until past 11 p.m. And full disclosure, whenever I finish my show late at night, it takes me approximately at least 2 hours to kind of wind down and get to a point where I can sleep. So I did not hit the pillow. Well, I hit the pillow, but I did not close my eyes until after 2 a.m. So it was a little slow going this morning. Well, I appreciate you all bearing with me. We're about 30 minutes tardy this morning. But we had to push the show just slightly because I needed just an extra couple of minutes this morning. So thank you for bearing with me. Damn right, Jeff Rotel. All right, my dear friends. Good morning, Kevin Conlon. Top of the morning to you, buddy. Here's Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love spicy water. All right, my dear friends. There's Dutchie. How you doing, bud? Top of the morning to you. My favorite JVD that is not Jean-Claude Van Damme. Nico, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew. Excellent to have you. Kobe Luna. Que bueno verte, hermanito. ¿Cómo está esta mañana? Mr. Halliburton, good morning. Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the whole family up in here. All right, we're going to have so much fun this morning, my friends. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Alan White, who has already blown up JunkWaxVintage.com this morning, and I am indescribably grateful. Thank you, Alan. But let's bust into our very first pack of juicy junk wax. And then we're going to refresh JunkWaxVintage.com. There is some brand new stuff up there. So if you want to go check out JunkWaxVintage.com, you are more than welcome to do so. Hey, sounds good, Dutchie. I know you're going to kill that test, my man. I am confident. Go get some. Mr. Copeland, do I ever buy any vintage PSA stuff? Yes, we do. Absolutely. You betcha. Thanks for asking. Cole has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
Question is, who is your favorite teams, any sport? So I'm originally from the Seattle area, so anything Seattle. Seattle Mariners, Seattle Seahawks, Seattle Sounders, Thunderbirds, Tacoma Tigers, so anything Pacific Northwest, state of Washington. But I now live in Austin, Texas, have been here for about 13 years, I'm also a little partial to my Texas Rangers as well. So thanks for asking, buddy. How about you, Cole? Jeff Rotull, moderator extraordinaire, down here dropping the extremely helpful links. Thank you, good sir. Much appreciated. And that's right, folks. We have one family rip in the queue. It belongs to Mr. Alan White. We're going to go downtown hunting this morning. And Alan also snagged a few spots in our brand new family break up there. So, folks, before we get into our family rips, let me show you something. How about a 7 hobby box baseball mixer? I'm telling you, that one's going to be magnificent, my friends. 7 boxes. Looking at 16 autographs, if not more. And it is pick your team. And there are still plenty of teams left down there. So feel free to go check out JunkWaxVintage.com and see what teams are still left. And then we have a brand new 2025 Top Series 2 solo box that is just $10 a spot. So, of course, my dear friends, any break that we fill this morning, we will bust this morning. Good morning, Brandon Ainsworth. Good morning to the amazing Randy. Excellent to see you this morning, my guy. How you doing, bud? Cole from Ohio. Nice. So big Cleveland fan. Now that makes sense. We got a couple of you Clevelanders here in the family. So might want to hang tight, Cole. Might be able to trade with some of your fellow Clevelanders. Dallas, can't believe the fighting Phillies aren't gone yet. I'm with you. I am with you, bro. There are still some really, really good teams up there. So, and the cool thing about 7 boxes is it kind of eliminates the whole chance that you get a bad team. No such thing when you're dealing with 3 different years and 7 different boxes. So every single team has some good stuff that you can find in there. That's kind of why we put those together. The Cable God over on TikTok says, who's the best team in the MLB right now? That's a good question, my man. There's a few of them that are doing really, really well. I'd probably just ask AI on that one, my friend. That's a open to interpretation kind of question. James Erickson, good morning. My fellow Washingtonian. The Detroit Tigers. Yep, they're up there. Absolutely, Hannah. Oh, beautiful. Maria. Snagging some beautiful Marvel packs down from the shop. Thank you so much, young lady. Alrighty. Junk Wax. Good morning, Mike Green. Trolley Dodgers. I do not argue that. Justin Black, thank you so much for smacking the follow button, my dude. Welcome. All right, folks, we're going to bust into our very first pack of Juicy Junk Wax. And then we're going to refresh JunkWaxVintage.com. Let's go. Mr. Black, I am in breaks through every platform, and you are very entertaining and sincere. Props, man. Aw, brother. That is unbelievably kind of you to say, Justin. And I just went ahead and smacked you with a follow, my dude. We need all the positivity we can get. And I appreciate that more than you know, Justin. Thank you, buddy. Welcome to the crew. So, as always, if you want to be a little closer to the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club, you are more than welcome. Come over here and join us on Twitch. And you know what? Let me show you something. Before we get into our first pack of the morning, give you a little tutorial. So, friends, if you are over here on the TikTok, you see there's a Lemon 8 link. We're going to tap that link, but don't worry. We're not going to Lemon 8. See, it pops up a menu at you. You're going to select the link tree. Okay? On that link tree, that icon right there brings you right on over to Twitch. There you go. Feel free. Come over here and join us. And of course, our website happens to be right there. Shameless plug. So if you want to check that out, feel free. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. One of the oest of OGs of the entire JWVCC, gracing us with his presence this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, the Moose is loose. Good morning, Uncle Moosey. How you doing, big man? Always good to see you this morning, you legend. Cable God, got you, buddy. Hey, much love right back to you, Uncle Moosey. Love you, brother. Happy Wednesday, good buddy. Alrighty. First pack of Juicy Junk Wax, and then we're going to go ahead and refresh that shop. Here we go. All right, we start off with old Ron Karkovice. Ron Karkovice. Ray Lankford for our St. Lunatics. Good morning, Jeffro. Charlie Huff, hurling some heat. Kevin is always a little gross for the Trolley Dodgers. Luis Polonia with those stunner shades. Give me a hell yeah in the chat if you always wanted those Oakleys when you were little but could never get them. Hell yeah. Old Dougie Fresh, DeScenzo for the Cubbies. Take Robbie Thompson. Take my best friend, Bo. Shout out to Tim McGraw. We got some Robbie Thompson laying down the bunt. Always nagging. Old Charles Nagy. Scott Service, former manager of the Seattle Mariners. Somebody bang a trash can for the Astros and Bubba. Scott Livingstone. Todd Hundley. And that is a gold leaf rookie. Hidden in the pack. Most of the time you find those on the top or bottom. That's interesting. Todd in the wet sprocket for the Mets. Well, good evening, Johnny Ward. You giant, smiling, handsome son of a gun. Good to see you this morning, my dude. My unintentional PC, ladies and gentlemen. Now you see, we find him all the time, Mr. Kevin Bass. Return to the Mac for Minnesota. Mel Hall for the Pinstripes. And last but not least, the GOAT, old Mr. Mark Lemke. Finishing that one off for Atlanta. Beautiful. Good morning, Gil. Great to see you this morning, Mr. Martin. How you doing, buddy? Hope you are well. All right, my dear friends. We busted into that spicy water. We busted into that very first pack of juicy junk wax. I think it's time to refresh JunkWaxVintage.com for the very first time on this wonderful Wednesday morning. I think so, Bubba. I think you're right. Ah, that's right, Bubba. Was that Mark Chestnut that sang that? I think. I could be wrong. Oakley dokley. I believe our very first family rip of the morning is going to be Mr. Alan White. Alan, you legend, are you here with us this morning? I got you covered, Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. Give me just a moment here, folks. There you go, Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. Got you covered, buddy. Oh, thank you, Bubba. I know my country, gosh dang it. Mr. Lemieux, good morning. Mr. Bryant, top of the morning to you. And the amazing Randy. Absolutely blowing me up with gifts over here this morning. Mr. Randy, I cannot thank you enough, you absolutely incredible human being. 23 goats, a heart, and a Go Popular gift over here on TikTok. Thank you, brother. Helping to keep this channel on the rails. One gift at a time. Okie dokie. Refresh. Alrighty. It looks like we have Mr. Alan White. And Mr. Alan White. Thank you so much, Alan. Let's do it. That's right, Jeff Hansen. That's right. Mikey 2, good morning, legend. Good to see you, buddy. Hope we're having a wonderful Wednesday thus far. For the very first time on this wonderful Wednesday morning, you know what we must do. We shout, grippeth. And we shout, rippeth. Best of luck to you. Let's do it. You know it, Johnny Ward. Shout out to old Tone Loke. Some funky Cole Medina. We don't need to look at those break sheets anymore. Of course, my friends, feel free to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com if you want to snag yourself a break spot. If we fill any of those breaks this morning, we will bust those breaks this morning. Even the big one. Empty box there, Alan. Pack number 4 to the side because it is tradition. Let's go. Folks, we are down to 11 teams remaining in the 7-boxer. Beautiful. 23 spots remaining in the solo hobby box. Let's see if we can't find you another downtown Alan White. And Mr. White, Again, I want to give credit where credit is due. I sincerely appreciate you making that purchase before the show this morning. Making my morning, my friend. All right, we start off with a little Joe Thuney. Sam Darnold for Minnesota. Quentin Johnston. Tyler Higbee. Devonta Smith. On the press proof, shout out to Uncle Smitty. Yay. My San Antonio hermano. How about back-to-back Eagles with A.J. Brown? Batanu on the pink optic rated rookie for the Steelers. Shout out to Mr. Berkey. Sione Vaki. Isaiah is likely to play for the Dirty Birdies. Khalil Tupac Shaker. Little PSA 10 kid reporter. Eagles legend, Mr. Jim McMahon. Russell Wilson. Wilkins. Archie Manning for Nolans. That's fun. Well, hello! How about a little good morning autograph? There you go, Alan White. Condre Miller on the signature marks. And he indeed made his mark. That's fun. Not numbered, but I'm going to sleeve and top load that one for you, buddy. Aw, thank you, Clay. I appreciate it, my man. Welcome to the family, my dude. We do this almost every single morning, my friend. So feel free to smack that follow button and join us every day. As I have said before, my dear friends, I truly believe that it is absolutely impossible to go out there and have anything less than a stellar day when you start it right here in the front yard. And this wonderful Wednesday is no different. Just smacked you with a follow there, Clayster. Welcome to the family, my dude. All right, finishing off pack number 1, we have Braylon Dalen Allen for the Jets on the press proof, little color match. McCole Hardman on the Champ is Here for the Chiefs. Malachi Corley on your pink optic rated rookie. Caleb Williams rated rookie. Not terrible. And Jeff Balake for WKRP in Cincinnati. Nice. All right, moving on, Alan. And of course, my dear friends, we're going to refresh that shop as soon as we're done with this rip. So you have a couple of minutes to head on over there and peruse the selections. So folks, I will share with you, myself and my wife, Mrs. Junkwax, my much, much better half. We pride ourselves in having the largest selection that you're going to find here on TikTok. Or Twitch, for that matter. So feel free to go check it out. There's a cornucopia of stuff up there. Right, Hannah? I'm with you. All right, little promo. A little purdy. Head out to Uncle Moosey. Deron Payne. The Bus for Mary's Rams. Maker Bayfield for the Bucks. Old Jimmy Smith on the press proof for the Jags. Michael Pratt on the 2000 Donruss throwback. Head out to our buddy Mr. Mike Pratt. How about Michael Penix on the Red Wave rated rookie? That is beautiful. Sleeving that one up for you. Malik Washington. How about a little Morning Chubb? Nick Chubb. Javonte Williams. Zach Martin for Dem Boys. Dave and the Swiss Family. Robinson. Mr. Fairbairn. Josh Downs. George Pickens, one half of the Pickers on the press proof for the Steelers. Jatavion Sanders on the rookies. And folks, shameless plug, there might just be a card that looks eerily similar to this, but it is of a different player, a higher profile player, and it is a PSA 10, and it is in the JunkWax Vintage Hitboxes. Oh, well, hello. There you go, Alan White.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Beautiful. How about a little Jaden Daniels pink prism rated rookie? Nice one, Alan. I would probably look that one up in a PSA 10 on the eBay sold listings only. See if you can't find one. London Aw, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. That is very kind of you to say, London. And welcome to the family, my man. Yes, it is. Terry J, correct. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Is that my fellow Spokenite? I'm going to top load that one up too for you. Just in case, Alan White. There you go, buddy. All right, let's finish strong. Shall we? Excuse me. Oh, Ricky Pearsall. Rated rookie. Rated rookie Ricky. Garrett Wilson. Garrett and the Jets. Garrett and the Jets. From the Legion of Boom, Mr. Richard Sherman. And last but not least, a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. Nice. There's my fellow Spokenite. It is wonderful to see you, Terry. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, my friend. We're going to sleeve up this Caleb Williams rated rookie as well. Oh, thank you, Mikey, too. So the PSA 10 in the pink refractor, or the pink prism, is 130 to 150. So yeah, Alan White, if that card was mine, I would 100% pre-grade that bad boy. Could end up being very profitable for you, if that's what you're aiming for. Inside Point, do we have our own repacks? We do, but we do not sell them at this point. So it's a little bit of a story there, Inside Point. So we do have repacks, typically right after the National, because we pick up a whole bunch of slabs at the National, but then they sell out, and we just do them again after the next National. So we will have official repacks to purchase here in about a month and a half or so after we get back from the National. But right now, we have JunkWaxVintage hit boxes that are kind of like repacks, but we do not sell them. They're only for giveaways. Tundra Saver. I don't think so, my man. I don't think so. It's just a joke. Big Play Will. Where is the best spot to get baseball cases? That's a great question, my friend. You have to let me know. All right, we got Isaiah Pacheco. Jordan Addison from Minnesota. Gabrielle Davis. Samuel. Roman Wilson on the Gridiron Kings. Jordan Love on the Vortex. Go Pack Go. Casey Washington on your Red Wave, rated rookie for the Falcons. Trey Franklin for the Horsies. Michael Wilson and Kirk Kissing Cousins. Last but not least. Sleeving that one up for you, Alan. And my friend, in your beautiful box here and a magnificent way to start our morning.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic. Rick Reaper, thank you so much for smacking the follow button. I appreciate you, Inside Point. It is wonderful to have you again, my friend. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday morning. And that goes for each and every one of you. Cannot thank you enough for hanging out with my goofy ass this morning. Top of the morning to you, you legends. Speaking of legends, thank you to Johnny Mesco. Great to see you this morning, good sir. All right, we start off a little Mike Vrabel. Keenan and Kel Allen for the Bears. Big Z, what's up, buddy? Jack Thompson. IJ Spears. You done messed up Aaron Rodgers. Cover athlete on the press proof. Well, hello. We have found a couple of these in the JunkWaxVintage hit boxes in PSA 10 form. Michael Penix on the retro rated rookie. Baki on the pink prism rated rookie. Peyton Wilson, Amon Ra, and Wandale, and the Swiss Family Robinson. There you go, Alan White. Another beautiful box, my friend. And I appreciate you putting in the pre-grade for that Jaden Daniels. I'll make myself a little note right meow after I sleeve up a couple of cards. So my friends, my family, as always, you are absolutely welcome. You are implored to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com. There is some brand new stuff up there if you haven't taken a gander. Just a second for a spot of housekeeping here, family. I need to make a little note for your Jaden Daniels, Alan White. All right, got you covered, buddy. 15512. Got you covered there, buddy. Hey, thank you. It takes two to tango, Alan White. And again, sincerely appreciate you making those purchases before the show. That is always very, very helpful, Alan. All righty then. Well, good morning, Bubba, too. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you so much. We're going to refresh that shop in just a moment. Mr. Basham, good morning. The heart-centered creator, Scott, thank you so much for smacking the follow button. 941, thank you as well, and welcome to the family. Good morning, Jacob Dye. Good morning to our brother from across the pond. What's up, B-Tom? Good to see you, buddy. How you doing over there? Cheers, my friends. Baroast. Pinkies up because we're fancy. All right. Brian Smith says, ever think about putting pre-graded cards straight into Ultra Pros instead of top-loading them? The Grade Saver. So we do use those for grading, but I don't want to put those in those that I have to take them back out. So I'll share with you, Brian. When grading happens, they don't actually reach in and pull those cards out of those card savers. They actually cut them. That's how they get them out. So when it comes to actually sending them off for grading, that's exactly what we do. But for pre-grading, if I cut them out of every single one, I would go through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, right? That would be kind of crazy. But I love where your head's at. Not a bad idea. Well, good morning, Jax. We're opening all kinds of stuff this morning, young man. Hope you're having a good morning. Okie dokie. I am refreshing the shop, my dear friends. We do have some brand new orders up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment because I need to lock those in. I see you, Bubba, too. I see you, Mikey Koba. Excellent. Ooh, Mr. Koba taking down a Fanatics exclusive blaster this morning. Beautiful. Yeah, they do, Dallas. Yep. That's how they get them out of those card savers. We call them card savers. If you would allow me just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, I need to grab a blaster box real quick for the Mr. Mikey 2. Let's see if we can't find you that Fanatics Redemption this morning. But we got to lock in some break spots. So Mikey 2 in our 13th hobby box of Top Series 2 out of our second sealed case. Taking 2, 12, and 22. There you go, big man. Got you locked in, Mikey. Thank you.
Ooh, yeah.
Good morning, Macho Danny Savage. Great to see you, Mr. Maloney. Making my morning. All right, got you locked in there, buddy. Thank you again, Mikey 2. And next, Bubba 2. Taking down the Blue Jays and the Brew Crew. Nice one, my man. Ethan. That Ken Griffey Jr. is not for sale, my friend, but I appreciate you asking. And Macho Danny Savage. Legend of legends over here smacking me with some beautiful gifts on TikTok. Cannot thank you enough, Mr. Maloney. Love you, brother. All right. Blue Jays and Brewers for Bubba 2. There you go. Got you locked in there, buddy. I sincerely hope I don't mess up Mrs. Junkwax, but we should be okay on the nickname there. Alrighty. I believe we are current up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. Thank you again, you incredible human beings. let's get back into some family rips, shall we? Oh, no worries, Ethan. You're good, buddy. I appreciate you asking. So on that Ken Griffey Jr., it varies a lot in price. I've seen them go for as low as $30. I've seen them go for as high as $200. You just never know. It kind of all depends on the condition. And that one right there is special because I pulled that one myself. So that one is never leaving my cold, dead fingers until they have to pry them out of it. All right, Mr. Mikey Koba. Thank you for utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com this morning and giving the fam damly some eye candy. Good luck. Macho Danny Savage. You're up there camping in Maine. Nice. Shout out to the Wi-Fi hotspot. Beautiful. Get to watch us up there in the woods. Peanut butter and jealous. Shout out to our buddy Malin Wood, who was up there in Maine. Our main man. Jax. I'm calling that we will pull a good card. I hope so, young man. That's amazing. Thank you, D-Lo. Yep, 1961 Fleer, Babe Ruth. Empty box. Pack number 4 to the side because it is tradicion. Let me snag myself a little sippy. Call me out. The Junk Wax Vintage website. Yes, you're exactly right. Yep. Thank you for asking. Here we go. Good morning to the Junk Wax Clearinghouse. Great to see you, my brother. Happy Wednesday. Krabby Rob, our Prince Edward Island pal. Good to see you this morning as well. I hope you and Dalen are having a wonderful morning. Jacob, I am fantastic. Thank you for asking, buddy. How's your morning going? And Ethan, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew. All right, here we go. Starting off a little Connor Gillespie, Thea Suzuki, Louis Severino, McCormick, Luke Rayleigh, Michael Hellman, Ryan Reynolds rep, Jairo Iriarte for the White Sox, rookie. Ben Joyce, hey, you are so welcome, Jacob. Goldie, still looking weird in a pinstripes uniform, in my humble opinion. Then not so dirty Sanchez, Gary Sanchez for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Johan Duran, Gavin Williams. Why am I saying Whitlock? Weird. Garrett Whitlock. Dominic Fletcher. Carlos Rodon. Tobias Myers. Oh, Krabby Rob, Adeline is in school. Really? How does that work? Do you guys not have summer break up there in Prince Edward Island? Yikes. One of those year-round school places, maybe? Well, shout out to her. Kyle Isbell. Brendan Donovan and his sweet, sweet socks. How about Michael Mercado on the rainbow for the Fighting Phillies? Bryce Hampa on the 1990 Throwback All-Star. Luis Angel Acunito, Acuna's little brother on the Stars, rookie. Adam Duvall for the Atlanta Braves on the silver rainbow logo fractor. Fanatics exclusive. Alejandro Kirk looking thicker than a couple of Snickers for the Blue Jays. The Polar Bear. Junior Caminero. The Mets. Justin Bieber. Ursag. Alonso. Lil Troy. Wanna be a baller. Ballin', smashing, making my ends. How about Alec Thomas? Austin Barnes. Adley Rushman. Shout out to Uncle Moosey on the Stars and those Baltimore Orioles. Stuart Baroa for the Blue Jays. Shout out to Mr. Jason Russell. And last but not least, little Texas two-stepping on the Texas Taters. Finishing off round number 1. Squeeze me. Baking powder. Round 2. So as always, you legends. Jacob, smacking me with some beautiful gifts over here on TikTok. Thank you so much, you legend. Helping to keep this whole thing on the rails. I appreciate you, Jacob. And welcome to the family, buddy. Well, I was just going to say, each and every one of you here this morning, thank you for hanging out with me. I truly appreciate you. Wouldn't be able to do this without you. All right, starting off with some Kansas City Royals. Shout out to Alan White. When you hang out with our buddy Brad Lamping a little bit too long, you end up getting a little bradish. like our buddy Kyle here. Andrew Monasterio, JT Jen, Jason Foley. Krabby Rob, thank you so much for some beautiful bits over there, buddy. How about Nando Tatis Jr.? He's got the juice. Oh, look, Weaver. I believe you can get me through the night. Shout out to old Luke Weaver. The Lawnmower Man, Jackson Job. Bull Island Breaks, thank you so much, my man. I appreciate that. I've been told I have a face for radio for many, many years. Austin Hedges. Roki Sasaki rookie. Damn right, Mr. Johnny Ward. How about a Roki Sasaki rookie on the Stars of the MLB? Beauty. Gavin Lux. Still looking weird in a WKRP and Cincinnati uniform, in my humble opinion. Cameron Myers. Bull Island. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for smacking that follow button. I truly appreciate you. Brent Grisham. For the Pinstripes. Josh Smith, the Cardinals, Halverson, Orkelson, back-to-back Suns, Elio Ramos, Nicky Two Bags, Gustavo Campero, Evan Smith. Goldie's so nice, we have seen him twice on the 1990 throwback. I love it, Boston Bill, my man. Oh, Krabby Rob, that is very kind of you to say, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, you big sweetie. Jacob Wilson on the Stars of the MLB rookie. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, we have started a wonderful Wednesday morning. As always, you incredible human beings, if we take this Twitch treasure hype train, by the way, it is a special one that we do not always get. We have a treasure hype train this morning, my dear friends. And if we take this thing to level 6, we give away a Junk Wax Vintage hitbox this morning. If we take this to level 9 or 11, I have special hitboxes to give away at those levels also. And my friends, as always, I never expect it. But if by some act of the universe we take this to hype train level 15 this morning, we will give away all 3 of them. A level 11, a level 9, and a level 6. Threaten me with a good time. Uncle Smitty, Tio Smitty, buenos dias. Yay, yay. Good to see you, brother. Hey, bueno verte. All right, got some Andahar on the silver foil logo fractor. Eclipse the Barber, my fellow hairdresser. What's up, buddy? I'm a hair cutter myself. Soup with Soups, good morning, brother. Welcome back. Great to see you this morning, my man. Happy Wednesday. All right, we got some AJ Smith, Esturi Ruiz, James Outman, Duran, Griffin Conine, Corbin Burnson, Jake Bowers, Joey Bart, Neely, Boyd, Brett Lauder, with his locks of love in the City Connect Cincinnati uniform. Roki Sasaki, so nice, you got him twice. And that is a silver rainbow logo fractor rookie. Well, good morning, Baseball Collector 8. Nice to see you this morning again, my man. Just in time to see us pulling a little Sasaki. And last but not least, Nasty Nick Martinez, finishing that one off. My dear friends, we are at 30% on Hype Train Level 1. Now remember, folks, on the Treasure Train, if we make it past Level 5, we get discounts on gifted subs. So thanks, Twitch. But as always, my friends, if you are not able to gift this morning, that is 1000% okay. I never want anybody to feel less than. But if you can, Hype Trains are when your gifts go the furthest. And they help the channel the most. So thank you as always. Folks, if that Hype Train needs to pull into the station at Hype Train Level 1, I am nothing but grateful. Let's see if we can't find some Hype Train luck on our way out of this box for Mr. Mikey Kobaugh. Good luck, Mike. Starting off with Darren Baker. Domo Arigato, Boston Bill Robato. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. My fellow long hair don't care brother. Shout out to you and Julie. All right, you got a little Darren Baker. Jose Soriano. Michael Massey. Mitchell Parker. The Rangers. Trey Turner. Grant Holman. Brian Bayo. Zach Neto. On the Summer Superstars for the Angels. 1 minute to go, my friends. 1 minute to go. A valiant effort this morning, my friends. I appreciate you. Royce Lewis for Minnesota. We will have another chance maybe later today to give away a Junk Wax Vintage Hitbox. Oh, and by the way, folks, they have been refreshed. There's a brand new box number 7 in there. Josh Lau on the rainbow. DJ LeMahieu for the pinstripes. Back-to-back pinstripes with Goldie. Mr. Krabby Rob Benoit, I appreciate you, my man. Valiant effort. Thomas Sagasi. Shota. Osvaldo Bido. Vidal Sassoon. Bruhan. The Clevelanders. Harrison always drinking that Baterade. Shout out to Corey Bader. Jenny Jones' son, Jared. 2 in blue. Mookie and Freddie. Krabby Rob. Cannot thank you enough, you legend. Getting us a little bit closer, gosh dang it. Always a parte with Ketel Marte. 28 seconds to go. Mr. and Mrs. Flaherty's boy. And Leo Jimenez.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic of the hype train here, buddy. We got 15 seconds. Lucas Giolito. Matt Walnut. The Martian. Alex on the Cobb. Johan Rojas. Jonathan Aranda. Tomoyuki Shigano. Lennon Sosa. Paul Skeens. On the Summer Superstars with his luscious lip curtain. Pobrecito, Altuvito, a different type of short print. Somebody bang a trash can for the Astros. Give me just a second here, my friends. There you go. Good morning, Shane. Great to see you this morning, my good man. How are you? The Canario in the coal mine, Alexander Canario. And last but not least, Taylor and his salty walls for Tampa Bay on the rainbow logo fractor. There you go, Mikey 2. Gosh dang it. I'm so sorry I couldn't pull you Fanatics Redemption in there. But I'm excited to see who finds one, because I'm hoping we find one in all 40 of these boxes. We have quite a few. So there's plenty more where that came from, Mikey 2. And I sincerely appreciate you being a good sport, my man. Gosh dang it. I will put your name on it. If you would like to pre-grade that Roki Sasaki, you let me know there, buddy. I'll go ahead and top load them for you, just to be on the safe side. There you go, buddy. Pretty. Excuse me. All right, I gotta snag myself a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Barost. Keenan, good morning. Long time no see. Mr. Kurt Singer, how are you, buddy? Happy Wednesday. Horizon Altitude, thank you for smacking the follow button. Dan, he says, I bought into the break solely because you're hilarious. I appreciate that so much, Danger. Thanks, buddy. And you know what? I like the cut of your jib. So I just smacked you with a follow, my dude. Welcome to the family. Nice to have you, Dan. Absolutely right, Corbin. Always. Ah, sounds wonderful, Shane. And there is some brand new stuff up there at JunkWaxVintage.com, my good man. Feel free to check it out. There's a whole bunch of stuff up there. And some things that we have never had in the history of this channel. Ridiculously excited to get into some of those. All right, my dear friends, let's refresh that shop real quick. Make sure Uncle Junk Wax isn't missing anything. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to Mr. Alan White. Shout out to our favorite rhubarb, Mr. John Clunan. Caitlin, it's a lady. Jumping up in there, Alan White snagging another team in our 7-boxer. Beautiful. So thank you for bearing with me for just a couple of minutes here, my friends. I need to lock in a couple of break spots. I know, Brian Smith. I'm with you, buddy. I think the best is still yet to come, my man. We have 40 boxes of those. It's Danny. Good morning, Senor Rendon. Always good to see our Colorado cousin on this happy hump morning. All right, thank you again for bearing with me. I got to lock in some spots here. Mr. Alan White taking down the fight in Phillies.
I'd like to have a go around with that filly.
There you go. That is what we have left in the 7-boxer. Good morning, Richard, my Pacific Northwest pal. Krabby Rob. You know, I don't have one of those just laying around, my friend. I am so sorry. But Krabby Rob, your best bet is to go onto Amazon or eBay. You can typically find them for like $5. But you remember, Krabby Rob, we bought a very specific printer because I want to print those and I want to make some of those. So that is coming someday in the future, but I do not have them yet. Sorry about that, Krabby Rob. Alrighty, next, Miss Caitlin Bailey, a marvelous Missourian, taking down 3 spots in our 13th box of Top Series 2. He has got 3, 19, and 28. Thank you, Caitlin. Beautiful. There you go. First break magic for Caitlin. Ah, brother. Totally, Mikey too. Never any pressure to do so, my good man. But I appreciate the consideration. If you're taking off this morning, Mikey, as always, my good man, please go out there and have a wonderful Wednesday. And I hope to see you back here tonight. Same junk time, same junk channel. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, got you locked in there, Caitlin. Well, good morning, X. Thank you for sharing out my live as always. I agree, Horizon. You're right. Baseball is a great sport. X, you know, I don't sleep a whole lot. But that's okay. Plenty of time to sleep when I die. But it is great to see you this morning, my man. And I went ahead and smacked you with a follow. Thank you for sharing out my live. In my humble opinion, my friends, that is the best compliment that anybody can ever pay me over here on TikTok specifically. Thanks, buddy. Mr. Malave Junior, bienvenidos, Eric. Welcome. All right, got you locked in there, Caitlin. Next is going to be Mr. John Clunan, taking 4 and 24. Thank you, John. There you go. Getting a little closer. Lil Dinkus, welcome back, buddy. I do my damnedest, Mr. Malave. Good to see you this morning, my friend. Welcome to the family. So, my dear friends, my family, I know we have a lot of rookies in here this morning, newbies. If it is your very first time tuning into these luscious locks, good morning. My name is Dalen, also known as JunkWaxVintage. You can find me here almost every single morning, ripping packs, cracking backs, and having an absolutely wonderful time with the rest of the family here. So if you are new here this morning, my dear friends, might want to smack that follow button if you haven't already. Keep in mind, we are live on 5 separate simultaneous platforms every single show. So right this second, you can find us on TikTok, Facebook, Kick, YouTube, and the preferred viewing experience is over here on Twitch. So if you want to come join us, please feel free to do so. And folks, if you bear with me for about 30 seconds, I got to fix my... There we go. That's better. Excellent. Thank you. Roger that, Mikey, too. Yep. So that would be a candidate, in my humble opinion. as I always say, when it comes to grading, if you look at a card and it's worth between like 20 and 40 bucks raw, that is like your minimum level, in my humble opinion. Of course, this is just my 2 cents, which is sometimes worth a wooden nickel. So, I think that would be a pretty good candidate there, Mikey, too. But as always, like I said, brother, there is never any pressure. I just like to give you suggestions wherever I can, because I've been asked to do so. Nicole Howard, good morning, over on YouTube. Nice to see ya. All right, Mr. Alan White, snagging another beautiful mega box this morning. 2024 Top Signature Class. Let's see if we can't find you an autograph in that little bad boy, Alan. Braden. Yep, there you go, buddy. Shout out to the Atlanta Braves. Beautiful. Well, good morning, Mr. Strong. How you doing, Ken? Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my man. Happy Wednesday. All right, Mr. White. Thank you again for snagging this down from JunkWaxVintage.com. Let's do it. You don't need to stare at those break sheets. I love the positivity. Thank you, Ken. Always good to see you, brother. Thank you so much, Ken. So this is going to our buddy, Mr. Alan White. Alan, are you still here this morning, my brother? Just want to make sure. Pack number 4 to the side because it is tradición. Oh, Mikey too. Bro, we have all the time in the world, buddy. So no stress, no rush. Just if you can, cool. If not, that's cool too. It's not going anywhere. Alex Wayne, good morning. Do you have a question? Thank you, Alan White. Lonnie, good morning. Our resident rock star. Good to see you this morning, you sexy beast. How we doing this morning, bro? Mr. Butcher, welcome. Welcome back to EJ. All right, let's go round 1 for Alan White. Eli Manning. Brian Dawkins. Richard Sherman. Hines Ward. Harry Bradshaw, back-to-back Steelers. Balake Corum on the after image, rookie, Rome. Devontae Walker on the parallel for the Dirty Birdies. Cedric Gray. TB12 Tom Brady. CJ Stroud. PD, legend for the Horsies. Bryce Young from North Kakalaki. Rich Gannon and his cannon. How about Jim Kelly? Melly P's PC, the Buffalo Bills on the Gridiron Ambassadors. You got the bus on the gold parallel. Jatavion Sanders, Steve Young, Dan Fouts, Donovan McNabb for those Eagles. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Chris Cotta from Minnesota. Marshall Falk. Oh, wow. Bernie Kosar. The 250 for our Clevelanders. 208 out of 250. Leaving that one up for you. 777 apples. That is correct. So these are Topps football, and they are not licensed yet, but they will be soon. Is this your first time seeing this product, 777? If so, this is 2024 Topps Signature Class Football. But that's why they do not have logos. Latu on the gold parallel. And last but not least, Orahoro for the other Dirty Birdies. Nice. Ah, I see you there, Mr. Strong. Shout out to my PC. Roger that, 777. I got you, buddy. Well, we do all of the above here, my good man. If it comes in packs, we rip it. We do football, baseball, basketball, soccer, WWE, UFC, Garbage Pail Kids, Star Wars, NASCAR, F1. If it comes in packs, we shout grippeth and we shout rippeth. All right, round 2. Playboy as well. Thank you, Jeffro. Spot on. Great cash, homie. From Randy Moss. You done messed up, Aaron. Donald. Sportsbound. We have not done water polo yet, but I'm sure it's coming. We've also done tennis. And pickleball, for that matter. And bowling. We busted into some leaf bowling a few years back. All right, we got the legend, Mr. John Elway, who lives on Lake Coeur d'Alene, or at least has a place there. Michael Vick. John Riggins. Starcast Acetate Jordan Love. Those are pretty. Mike St. Ristiel. With the St. Ristiel, so nice you got him twice in a row. On the gold parallel and the base. Darrell Rivas. Oh, Reevy for the Jets. Laces out, Dan. Oh, look. Little footballs. Anthony Richardson. How about some Favre? Damn right, Jeffro. Alf, Dick Tracy. You name it, buddy. Jim McMahon for Da Bears. Ben Hatfield. We do, but we do not sell singles here on this show traditionally, Mr. Hatfield. If you want to follow us over there on Whatnot, that's where we do that. Eric Malave Jr. I think we do have NASCAR. Yep. We do have some hanger packs, and we have a whole bunch of Topps Chrome F1 up there as well. So feel free to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com. You see there's an address right there? That is where you find everything having to do with this channel, my friends. I appreciate you in advance. Ben Hatfield, welcome to the family, buddy. Brandonio, Mr. Hooked, gracing us with his presence on this wonderful Wednesday. Another magnificent mañana de miércoles. Que bueno verte, hermanito. All right, we got Irving Fryer on the chrome. Xavier Legette on your orange parallel. Caleb Williams, rookie for Da Bears. Drew Brees. Deuce, Emmett Smith. Jordan Love. Well, top of the morning to you, hermanito. Deadpool, we do not have any Digimon. Sorry about that, my friend. We do have some Pokemon, though. Mean Joe Green. Kurt Warner. Couple of 1-2 Paramount pairings. Hines Ward and the Bus. Amari Lassiter on the gold parallel. Tyler Guyton. Peyton Manning and his giant cranium. Look at him. He's going to go cry on his huge pillow. AP for Minnesota. Mrs. Junkwax's PC. Mr. Jason Kelsey. Joe Montana. Tim Brown. Bryce Young from North Kakalaki on the Gridiron Ambassadors Chrome. Sean Alexander from my Seattle Seahawks. Aeneas Smith finishing that one off. Lil Dinkus, where do you want me to type it? Lil Dinkus, if I may ask, how old are you, my friend? Just want to make sure that you're at least 18. Got to be 18 and up. You purchase from JunkWaxVintage.com. Please and thank you. All right. These are your last 2 base packs. Alan White. Thank you, Brian. Here we go. All right, we got some Gronk. Eric Dickerson. Troy Aikman. Shout out to Mikey One. Murder in the Game. Mr. Ray Lewis. James Harrison. Bashanu on the rookie chrome for the Jets. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. Beautiful Bo Jackson parallel this morning. Always happy to find some Bo. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Jerry Rice. Ocho Cinco. Barry Sanders. Beautiful. The Ken Griffey Jr. of football, in my humble opinion. Ricky Williams, let Ricky smoke. T.O. The Bo Jackson, so nice you got him twice. Congratulations, Alan White.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Outstanding. Last but not least, Makai Wingo on the gold. And Dalen Bullock, rookie for the Houston Texans. Last but not least. Excellent.
One down, one to go.
Mr. Skeens, good morning, my airborne brother. Great to see you this morning, Mike. How are you, buddy? Making my morning as always, feet and knees together, airborne. All right, last pack magic for you, Alan. Good luck. And then we're going to refresh that shop. You nailed it, John Clunan. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Brian Smith. I love those animated emotes. Pack for magic. Buena suerte. Starting off with Marcus Allen. Bernie Kosar, so nice. You got him twice. Hey, Aerosol, Hua. Shout out to Kentucky. I forget right off the top of my head. Isn't it in Kentucky where you go to aerosol school? It's been over 20 years since I was in the military, but I used to remember, gosh dang it, some fast roping. Old Jim Kelly. Will Levis from Kentucky. Roy the Real McCoy, thank you for smacking the follow button. The Bo Jackson, so nice, we got him thrice. Excellent. Dalen Carson. Byron Murphy. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's boy. And Jalen Polk, last but not least for the Pats. Finishing that one off for you. There you go, Alan White. Got yourself a beautiful Bernie Kosar numbered to 250 and several Bo Jacksons. Beautiful. Abraham Zielinski. Ah, there you go, buddy. Shout out to Campbellsville. Fort Campbell. Duh. It came back to me immediately. Fort Campbell, there you go. Mr. Skeens, it is wonderful to see you as always, my brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you. Bubba, you're so silly. There is 5 autographs per hobby box in this product, my man. In the mega boxes, we have been lucky. I think in like 5 of the mega boxes, we have found autographs. But I think we've ripped about 20 of them. So we have like a 1 in 4 ratio at this point anyway. Oh, you did your air assault at Fort Bliss, Texas. Really? I didn't even know you could do that. But like I said, I've been out of the military for a long time, to be fair. Mr. Malave, are you going to get more of the Donruss 2024 NASCAR mega boxes? Yes, we are. Absolutely. I think they're actually en route right now. All right, those are in your pile, Alan White. Thank you again, good sir. Let's go ahead and refresh that shop, shall we? See what we have. After I snag myself a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Roast. Beautiful. Okie dokie. Well, it looks like we are current up there at JunkWaxVintage.com, my dear friends. So there is absolutely no queue if you would like to head on over there and grab yourself something. But as always, my dear friends, there is never any pressure to do so. You are more than welcome to just be here and come as you are. Hang out with the fam damly. So in the meantime, Mr. Cameron Myers says, hey, I got a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
Hit me. What you got, buddy? No worries, Bubba. I got you covered, brother. Rob, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew, buddy. Excellent to have you. And Krabby Rob over here smacking me with my favorite gift of all time. The Tiny Dinies. I love those little buggers. Thank you so much, Krabby Rob. One of the oest of OGs of the family. Cameron Myers says, you able to find out if the get to know insert in Donruss is a 1 of 1? I am so sorry, Cameron Myers. I don't know that right off the top of my head, my man. But your best bet is to just use ChatGPT to possibly ask, or you can go check out whatever set it is. So which set are you talking about there, Cameron Myers? If I may ask. Lil Dinkus, where do you find that? What are you talking about there, Lil Dinkus? What are we looking for? Cameron, 2025 Donruss Baseball. Hey, Ace, is the Get to Know insert in 2025 Donruss a 1 of 1? Maria, I have not seen anything come through yet this morning. I was looking for that. Okay, so Get to Know insert is not a 1 of 1. It is part of the standard autograph insert lineup. These autographs appear as part of the regular box configuration, not an ultra rare one-off hit. So Get to Know and Donruss Sketches autographs are fresh autographed insert sets debuting in 2025 Donruss. They follow normal serial numbers, typically ranging in the tens or hundreds, not limited to 1 of 1. If you pull a Get to Know, congrats. It's a solid autograph hit, but it's not a super unique 1 of 1. So sorry about that, buddy. I just pulled that right down off of ChatGPT. Lil Dinkus, how do you get, like, the boxes? Lil Dinkus, my friend, I'm going to ask one more time. How old are you, my friend? And I'm not trying to single you out or anything, buddy. But I've got to have people at least 18 or over purchasing from JunkWaxVintage.com. Lil Dinkus. Yeah, buddy. So you're going to have to ask mom and dad on that one, my dude. I just want to make sure that mom and dad know you're buying cards from JunkWaxVintage.com. But I appreciate you, Little Dinkus. Thank you, buddy. Hey, thank you, Cameron Myers. My pleasure, brother. We learned together this morning, right? Angelo, tapping in the morning. Good to see you, Senor Oshawada. Gracing us with his presence on this marvelous mañana de miércoles. Maria. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh the shop, my dear. But I have not seen anything come through for you yet. Todavía no. Mr. Clunan, snagging a beautiful pack. I see you, buddy. Oh, Maria, you bought them last night. Well, I'm looking in the wrong place. I thought you snagged them this morning. Sorry about that, Maria. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, amiga. Look back a little further. Oh, Lil Dinkus. Well, I am very sorry to hear that, brother. I grew up without my dad also. And I turned out just fine. So I have faith in you, Lil Dinkus. And shout out to single moms. I was raised by one. Sorry you have to go through that, young man. Not great. All right, Maria, I see them now, my dear friend. I see ocho paquetes de Marvel Annual. Excelente. There you go. Thank you, Jeff Rotel. Exactly right. All right, let me grab those packs for Maria. And then we have a beautiful pack for Mr. John Clunan as well. Thank you, John. There you go, John. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ocho. Maria. Buena suerte. You know, we got to pull that pack number 4 to the side. It is Tradicion. Here we go. And then John Clunan, you're on deck, my good man. Thank you so much, Chris B. Good to see you this morning, buddy. We're just going to do these in a couple of rounds for you, Maria. Gracias para su paciencia. Well, good morning, Miss Melody. Excellent to see you as always, Melly P. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Huzzah. Here we go. Starting out with Hallows Eve. Fantastic Four on the number 1 spot. Shout out to old Reed Richards, Johnny Blaze, and Michael Chiklis. Hey Gookie. Hey Gookji. Shout out to Tenji. I don't know why, but that reminds me of his name. On the Canvas variant. The Daredevil. Our favorite blind lawyer. The Black Widow. Shout out to Natalia Romanoff. Magneto. The top teams of 2022. The X-Men. Oh, wow. How about a true hologram on the multiple dimension Doctor Doom? That's fun. Just leaving that one up for you. Very, very cool card. My camera does not do it justice. Congratulations. Luna Snow. It's a lady. Robbie Reyes. The number 1 spot, straight out of Wakanda. The Black Panther. The Chasm on the Canvas variant. I believe that is a symbiote. Yep. From the dark web. Ah. He was a rival of the Osborn. I believe that is the Green Goblin. Hope Summers and the Nighthawk finishing off round 1. Round 2. Good morning, Melody. There you go. I agree, Johnny Mesco. Thank you, Maria. Estoy acuerdo. Trash Rooster over here on TikTok says, so I have a bunch of 1994 mid cards like these. Are they worth anything? I have no idea, Trash Rooster. I'm so sorry, buddy. Your best bet is to check the eBay sold listings. I wish that I was just a price guide, but I appreciate you asking. I think it all depends on what cards they are, and it obviously depends on the condition as well. Uncle Mal, welcome back, buddy. Excellent to see you back, brother. Happy Wednesday morning. Happy hump morning. Just in time to see us getting into some marvelous Mañana de Miércoles Marvel. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Alliteration. All right, we start off with the black heart. Thank you, Johnny Mesco. Number 1 spot, Secret Invasion. Madame Web. Ugh. I haven't seen the Marvel movie yet, but I've heard a lot of people say it is one of the worst Marvel movies ever. I'll have to watch it and gauge for myself. On the Canvas variant. Ooh, we have a Bobby Dazzler. Shout out to Oak Island. Brielle Brooks. The Gold Goblin. I love gold. The taste of it, the smell of it, the texture. We love gold so much we lost our genitals in an unfortunate smelting accident. Yes. The Amazing Spider-Man on the number 1 spot. Deathlock on the Canvas variant. He's a looker. The Queen Goblin. That's weird. They got Mrs. Junkwax on a card. So, fun fact. I'll let you in on a little secret. I call Mrs. Junkwax the family house drink goblin because she always, pretty much always, has at least 2 or 3 open spicy waters around the house at any given moment. We have Jubilee. Thank you, Melody. I will keep that in mind, my dear. The Man Thing. I think that was Marvel's answer to the Swamp Thing that never really panned out. Clea. And we're not talking about Miss Cleo. Who's the father of the baby? About the top teams of 2022, the Exiles. Oh. Holy crapola. Suspended animation, Bay the Blood Moon. Look at that. That is acetate numbered to $8.99. No, to $6.99. Excuse me. That is a beautiful, beautiful card there, Maria. Felicidades. Leaving that one up for you right meow. And Legends, we are already up past 30,000 likes over here on TikTok this morning. I cannot thank you enough for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Moving on. We have the General, and we're not talking about car insurance. Shout out to Michael Chiklis, The Thing, the Star Brand, Miles Morales on the 2022 Superheroes of the Year, Exhaust. That reminds me of the villain from Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest. I know that's extremely obscure, my dear friends, but give me a hell yeah in the chat if you remember. And last but not least, The Moon Knight, a fun series on Netflix. You're right, Melody. You know, I didn't hate Morbius. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. Could they have done better? I think so. But could they have done worse? I also think so. Leaving up that premium parallel for you there, Maria.
One down, one to go.
Last Pack Magic. Melody, you will love it. One of my favorite old movies from when I was a little kid. Shout out to Batty. Thank you, Uncle Mal. Chili Willy, welcome back, you legend. Long time no see, buddy. Happy Wednesday morning. All right. Buena suerte.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning to the Stroke.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we start out with the Black Cat. Deathlock, so nice you got him twice. Superheroes of the Year, the She-Hulk. Our favorite Jennifer and comic book lawyer. The Queen Goblin. They got Mrs. Junkwax, so nice you pulled her twice. Our favorite drink goblin. And last but not least, some of that Johnny Blaze. The Human Torch. Some of that John Blaze. Is that why no puffy puffy? That ish on your lips got some ish on its lip. Just leaving those up for you. Maria. Mucho aprecio, hermana. And I sincerely hope that that is just another few beautiful, beautiful packs and a very long line of beautiful packs. Muchísimas gracias, Maria. Y Lupe. I'm going to go ahead and top load the suspended animation because it is very cool. Numbered to $6.99 on the Bay the Blood Moon. That's a pretty one. And we're going to sleeve up that Dr. Doom as well. Jim Cause, every house has a drink goblin. I'm learning. I'm learning. All right, gracias otra vez. Let me put her name on that real quick. And Mr. Clunan, you're up next. And ladies and gentlemen, it is astonishing to me how fast time goes by when we're hanging out here. So, folks, we have almost been here for an hour and 40 minutes this morning. I am going to go ahead and call a last call. If you would like to tear something down from JunkWaxVintage.com, you are absolutely more than welcome to do so. If you want to wait until later tonight, that is 1,000% okay also. Mr. John Clunan, you're up next, brother. Beautiful. Uncle Mal. Hey, I am looking forward to it, my good man. Thank you in advance. The Stroke. Thank you for smacking the follow button and welcome to the crew, buddy. Excellent to have you. All right, John Clunan, our favorite rhubarb. Good luck, brother. Oh, please do, John. Thank you. All right, we start off with Bienvenidos a Miami from Jacob Stallings. A Decent Odor. Craig Kimbrell with that weird dirty birdie thing he does when he pitches. And last but not least, we actually found his autograph. Mr. Jason Kreisen on the purple rookie refractor for the Gigantes. So fun fact, we found his autograph just last night out of this same box. Damn right, John. I know how that goes, brother. All right, I sleeved that one up for you, John. And all of these beautiful cards are going into your pile, my friend. Thank you again, buddy. Looking forward to it, John. Thank you as always, brother. Grateful to have you in the family, our favorite rhubarb. So fun fact, it always reminds me of my great aunt and uncle, my great aunt Janet and my uncle Orville. Every time I used to go over there, so a lot of you know I was raised by a single mom. So my aunt and uncle took me in and thought I needed Jesus, so they took me to church every Wednesday and Sunday for many, many years. Sunday school as well. But it is always very nostalgic because my Aunt Janet had a real big thing for rhubarb. So she grew a whole bunch of it out in the garden. We had rhubarb everything. We had rhubarb pie. We had rhubarb desserts. We had rhubarb bread. I think she even made rhubarb yogurt at some point. So yeah. Mikey the Mad Hatter, good morning, you legend. Excellent to see you, Mr. Lester. Top of the morning to you, my brother, the oest of OGs of the family. Little Dinkus says, my son wants to know what kind of boxes you have. I see you there, Little Dinkus. So, if you go to JunkWaxVintage.com, you can check those out. The Lil Dinkus. Right there, bud. There's a website right there. It says JunkWaxVintage.com. I appreciate you asking, buddy. All right, let's go ahead and refresh that shop, my dear friends. Make sure I'm not missing anything. You see you, Johnny Besco, right? Uh-huh. Thank you, Brad Smith. I see you, Uncle Smitty. Ooh, EJ Butcher. Taking down a couple of packs this morning. Thank you, E. How about a couple more 2022 Topps Chrome Update Hobby Packs and a 24-25 Panini Hoops Fat Pack. Beautiful. Poppy Cholo, bienvenidos, my brother. Great to see you this morning, buddy. And thank you so much for the beautiful gifts, helping to keep this whole thing on the rails. I will be right back. Mr. Butcher, some NBA hoops, and a couple of Topps Update hobby packs. Excuse me. Let's start with basketball, shall we? So, Mr. Butcher, I sincerely appreciate you using JunkWaxVintage.com and giving the family some eye candy this morning. Let's go. I see you, Jeffro. You are not wrong, my man. Thank you, Johnny Mesco. And we start off with some Johnny Utah, Isaiah Collier, SGA for OKC on the parallel. Always looking a little clingy. Old Donovan Clingan. Johnny Kuminga. Dadier. The Joker on the parallel. Ronnie James rookie. Jason Tatum for Baston. Matas Buzelis. Rudy Gobert. Derrick Rose. Sadiq Isbay. Chris Middleton for Milwaukee. Shout out to the Hammer. Huh. I think you're absolutely right, Jeffro. Melody. Is that the one with, oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank on his name. He has a very ethnic name. African-American gentleman. I think he's going to play the new Blade. They've been talking about it for the last couple of years. It is not Wesley Snipes, Jeffro, unfortunately. Yes, Melody. Yes. Nailed it. Yep. That's the one I was thinking of. There you go. Zach Collins for our San Antonio Spurs, right down the road. Case and Wallace. You done messed up? Hey, Aaron. I'm going to cut you in half with a quarter. Emmanuel Quickly. Siakam. Dorian Finney-Smith. Marcus Sasser. The Bagley. The third. Ayo for yayo. Yosunmu. Markelle Fultz. Kawhi Leonard. Darius Garland for Cleveland. Max Struss on the purple. Back-to-back Clevelanders. How about Big Ben Simmons on the parallel? Those are pretty. Jason Tatum on the Skyview. No sweat Chet from my alma mater, Gonzaga University. Chet Holmgren, captain of the all-cheeseburger team. And last but not least, on your green prism, Tumani Kamara for Rip City. Finishing that one off. There you go. Got a couple of sleevers in there for you. Phil. That's what I was thinking at first, but it is not Idris Elba. It is M. Arashala Ali. I think that's how you pronounce that. Thank you, Melody. All right, my dude. Mr. Butcher. 2 packs. Hobby packs. Butcher, you want to see the Struss again? Sure thing, buddy. There you go. Purple parallel Struss. Almost fuchsia, if you will. All right, hobby packs. Ooh, Uncle Mal snagged some hobby packs. Cannot thank you enough, good sir. We're going to refresh that shop right after this rip. It is my pleasure, thank you. Gotcha, Melody. Mahershala. Little Dinkus, you have a good day as well. And thank you so much for checking out the website. I appreciate you, buddy. And thank you for asking Mom and Dad. That means a lot. All right, we got Austin Meadows for the Tigers. Jose Trevino. Hunter Greeny, rookie for WKRP in Cincinnati. Sergio Alcantara for San Diegans, David Goggins. Nick Lodolo, another Cincinnati Red rookie. Jesus is my homeboy. Sanchez, the not-so-dirty Sanchez. Luscious Lou Gehrig on the Diamond Greats refractor. And for the Pirates, rookie Jack Sawinski. Finishing that one off for you. I think so, Jeffro. I hope so, anyway. All right, Mr. Butcher. I'm going to sleeve up your purple refractor rookie, my dude. And all of those cards are going in your pile, my friend. Thank you again, Mr. Butcher. And I sincerely hope that that is just another beautiful rip in a long line of beautiful rips, my man. Excuse me. Let me snag myself a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Baroast. Pinkies up because we're fancy. Excellent. All right, legends, we're going to refresh that shop for possibly the last time on this wonderful Wednesday morning. But don't you worry. Don't you fret. We will be back here tonight. Same junk time, same junk channel. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I sincerely hope that I get to see all of you tonight. All right, Uncle Mal. Oh, hell yeah. My fellow Austinite. Taking 2 ALF packs, a Marvel Annual Hobby Pack, a 2022 Topps Heritage Hanger Pack, 2 packs of 1990 basketball, and 1 hanger pack of 2025 Panini Hoops. Beautiful. Let's go, brother. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail to snag these down from the wall of wax, and I'll be right back. All right, all right. We have 2 packs of Skybox. We have 2 packs of Alf. We have 1 2022 Topps Heritage. And some 2025 NBA Hoops. Beautiful. That's right, James Erickson. Good morning to my wonderful Washuglin. And you were absolutely right, Ryan Pfeiffer. That is a packed salad if I've ever seen one myself. So, Uncle Mal, I sincerely appreciate you, buddy. Is this your very first rip? I think this is our first rip. Buena suerte. And hopefully we get to meet in person someday, my good man, because you're right here in Austin. We've actually talked about doing a Junk Wax Vintage meetup up at Lucky 7 or Card Traders of Austin, one or the other. We're looking forward to that, my good man. All right. Good luck. Mikey 3. I'm just kidding. We're not going there yet. Let's start with some 2022 Heritage, shall we? If we can't find you some Otani-san. You know it, Jeffro. All right. Always a parte with Ketel Marte. JT Real Muto. Shout out to Mikey 1. Manuel Margot. Hey, looking forward to it, Michael. Chris B. Flexen. Sammy Long. Herman Marquez. My PC, some Chaz of the Jism. Jorge Soler. Matt Manning, rookie. Dylan Moore. Lewis Brinson. Reese Lightning for the Fightin' Phillies. Trevor Rogers on the Rookie Cup for Bienvenidos a Miami. Hunter Bull Dozier. How about a base short print for our Texas Rangers? John King. Just looking happy to be there. Christian Yelich. Shout out to Bree B. Shout out to Emmanuel Yarborough. We have Ryan Yarborough. Got a little Seth Beer. All we need is a Jake Burger. And we have a breakfast of champions. Martin Maldonado. Somebody bang a trash can for Bubba. And last but not least, Mr. Will Smith for the Trolley Dodgers. And we're not talking about the one that smacked the hell out of Chris Rock. E-Dub, welcome back, buddy. Happy hump morning. We're going to sleeve up that base short print for you. Alrighty. We're going to save the Alf for last. Let's go 1990 Skybox basketball, shall we? See if we can't find you some MJ. Maybe a round mound to rebound. You know it, Hannah. That's right. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Shout out to old Will Smith. All right, here we go. Mr. Anderson. Gosh, these cards are nostalgic. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore Robertson. Sam Mitchell from Minnesota. John Williams. Pete Myers with the sweet knee pads. Mr. Anderson. Horny Hornacek. Johnny Moore for San Antonio. Randy White. Shout out to Alan White. T-Dub, question. Dalen, you currently have Garbage Pail Kids? My wife is wanting to rip some. Yes, we do. Actually, wait a second. Yes, we do. We do have Garbage Pail Kids up there in the shop. Absolutely. And we actually have some really cool Valentine's Day ones. I think the wife would probably love those. Feel free to check them out, T-Dub. All right, we got Kevin McHale with Mike Minsky and his coiffed locks co-starring. Backlist! John Paxson. Saronis Marcelionis. Baby Bangs Bobby Hansen. Larry Smith with Akeem the Dream and Vlade Divac co-starring. That's a fun one. The original bad boy of basketball, Mr. Bill Lambier. Cliff and the Swiss Family Robinson. David Wingate. Todd Leakney. Split Your Wiggins. Mitchell Wiggins. Absolutely right, Melody. Thank you. You nailed it. Get out of my head. Ken Norman. Joe Dumars, perennial all-star. How about Muggsy Bogues? All we need is a Spud Webb, and we have our Short Kings set. Glennon Rivers.
Dyron Nix, Dan Marley, Vlade Divac with Jack Sikma, co-starring, with a Sigma dog on him. Stuart Gray, Tim Kempton, The Worm with the Hick from French Lick, co-starring, and Delaney Rudd, looking basketball ready. Last but not least. Beautiful. Uncle Mal. Basketball. Going to 2025. And then we're going to rip into some Marvel. And then we're going to finish with some Alf. All right, we start with a Minnesotan. Double-aught, Terrence Shannon Jr. Brandonio. I appreciate you asking, buddy. He is flying right now. He is in the air somewhere over France. So, fun fact, Brandon. They actually had to reroute his entire trip. So their original trip took them from San Antonio to Atlanta, straight to Madrid. Well, the Atlanta flight was delayed, so they weren't going to get there until 2 hours after the flight left. So they actually had to redo their entire trip. So instead of doing that, now they flew to New York. They had a 3-hour layover in New York, went from New York to Paris, had a 4-hour layover in Paris at like 2 o'clock this morning. And then they flew out early from Paris to Madrid. So they should be landing in Madrid in probably about an hour or so. Thanks for asking, Brandon. All right, we got Mr. Saloin, rookie for Charlotte. Kristen Newton, Drew Holiday, Baylor Shireman, Austin Reeves, Jacoby Walter, Mr. Pew Pew himself, Mr. John Morant, Chris Paul for San Antonio, Nurkic, Devin Vassell, Alperen Sengun, Kyle Lowry, RJ Barrett, the 50 cal, Ruhaha, right? Hey, I got to give credit where credit is due. They have saved up for that trip for almost 2 years. So I hope they have a blast. Peyton Watson, Bruce Brown, Lori Markkinen, shout out to Brandon Franz, our Johnny Utah, Mr. Lime Green Lamborghini himself, LaMelo Ball, Anthony of the Black, that is Claudio Sanchez's love child. Shout out to Coheed and Cambria. Nicholas Batum with Bogdanovich co-starring. Jarrett Allen. Robert Williams. DeJounte Murray, former San Antonio Spur. Miles Turner. Big Ben Simmons. Antonio Reeves. On the rainbow. Nice one. Fly Pelicans. Harrison Ingram, rookie for the San Antonio Spurs on the parallel. Beauty. SGA on the frequent flyers. Alexander Sarr on the arriving now. And last but not least, Little Larson on the Chrome rookie for Miami. There you go, Uncle Mal. I'm going to sleeve up that San Antonio Spur rookie. And let's get into some Marvel. Buena suerte, my brother. Mikey, yes. So he went with 9 of his friends. There's 10 of them total. That is true, Brouhaha. Yep. So my son, so I'll have to share with you folks. When I was 17, the chances of me saving up $2,000 was slim to none. That was not happening. I grew up in a house with a single mama. We did not have a whole lot of money. I started working when I was 14, cleaning sheep stalls, cleaning horse stalls, because I knew if I wanted money, I had to go out and get it. My son has had a little bit different of a path. So he's been working at Sonic for the last couple of years. He has actually pulled out a portion of his paycheck, every single paycheck, and I'm ridiculously proud of him for doing that. I know that takes some discipline. So, yeah. They all saved up for 2 years. All his high school buddies. Miss Melody, is cleaning stalls how you went to rodeo? No, I actually rodeoed before that. But good thinking. All right, here we go, brother. How about Bishop? Shout out to Cable. How about Nyx on the Tier 1 variant? Star Rookies, Emperor Dorek. Or the God of Thunder, And last but not least, Nebula. Finishing that pack off for you, buddy. Thank you, Jim. I could not agree more. Proud of my boy. You and I both, Uncle Smitty. 2EO. No, you're absolutely right, Johnny Mesco. True story, brother. Yep. Could not agree more. Jeff Rotel, when you were 17, you and your friends went to Mexico, Missouri. Very nice. I went to the Army. All right. Last pack magics, Uncle Mal, Michael, my fellow Austinite. Good luck, buddy. Here we go. Let me just double check something real quick here, folks. Yep. The Legends. This will be our last 2 packs of this wonderful Wednesday morning. But like I said, my friends, I am ridiculously excited to be right back here with you tonight. Same junk time, same junk channel. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. And we do have some new stuff coming into the shop today. You might want to keep your eyes peeled to JunkWaxVintage.com. Got a little Alf sticker. Be there or be square. Are we having fun yet? What do you mean? Willie is the fairest of them all. I told you, I didn't eat Lucky. Do you see a tail down there? What do you mean this isn't a piano? And some Bula baseball. Bandorf Yes Men. Thor the Tank Tankersley. He's the bait boy. These are unbelievably nostalgic. Thank you so much, brother. MJ Davis, welcome. Oh, you know it, Schmazzy.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic. Let's go. Thank you, Mr. Pfeiffer. You and I both. Thank you, James Erickson. Love you, bro. All right, here we go. Let's have a snack. You got a cat? Shout out to Melmac. Oh, of course, Schmazzy. I think I might have some laying around somewhere, too. Get my lawyer. Nobody calls me a little bug. Operator. I'd like to place a collect call to the man on the moon. I'm a Melmac Doodle Dandy. Okay. Who's the wise guy that made off with my Persian on rye? Come on, you can bring your green hat. That was a reference mashup. And last but not least, for the Rosenbloom Phantoms, Stanley Mousebreath Yikes. The middle scooper. On the Bula baseball. There you go, my brother. So T-Dub, I used to eat the gum, believe it or not. If you go back and look at some of my old shows about 3 years ago, I actually ate so much of it I got sick. Fun fact. Hey, Michael, it is absolutely my pleasure, brother, and I am already looking forward to seeing you tonight, good man. Mr. Devin Clark, gracing us with his presence. Good to see you, bro. Top of the morning to you. So, my dear friends, my family, I am refreshing that shop for the last time on this happy hump morning, and I do believe we are current. So it is time for yours truly to go Mal on a couple of Reds breakfast burritos. Shout out to Reds. So, my friends, as always, I cannot thank you enough for starting the morning the right way, right here in the front yard. And of course, my dear friends, on this wonderful Wednesday, I need you to do me a solid. I need you to do me a favor. On this wonderful Wednesday, my friends, when you go out in all of your daily dealings, first and foremost, please be good to yourselves. When you're using that inner monologue, because we all do your best to say nice things to yourself. Remember, my friends, your thoughts become your actions, and your actions become your life. So it is absolutely vital, in my humble opinion, to keep up here as positive as possible. Try to pump yourself up. instead of pushing yourself down. So first and foremost, please be good to yourselves. Secondly, please be good to the people around you. Practice the heck out of that golden rule. Now, I know what you're going to say. Uncle JunkWax, those other human beings out there, they make it kind of hard to pay forward that golden rule sometimes. I get it. I know. Unfortunately, my friends, our world, and especially this card hobby that we love so much, at times can be chock full of a-holes. We do not need any more. We're all set in the a-hole department. We need kindness, patience, tolerance, and empathy. And you incredible human being, you have the power to be the change that you want to see in the world today. So try to give people a little bit of slack and do your damnedest to pay forward that golden rule, no matter how difficult those other human beings make it. And lastly, do your damnedest to maintain that attitude of gratitude. Always remember, my dear friends, that there is hundreds of thousands of people out there right this second, right meow, who are eating dirt. They're chewing on leather because they don't have food. So if you were born here in North America, if you have a roof over your head, if you've got a car that runs, if you've got a card community that loves you and cares about you, if your children are healthy, if you have kids, if they have 10 fingers, 10 toes, ears that hear, eyes that see, a mouth that could speak. If you have any of those things, my friends, you 100% have a short list of things to be grateful for today. Some days that list is longer than others, right? But there's always something. So remember that those people out there in a heartbeat would literally unalive somebody instantaneously if they found out that they could trade places with you today. Act accordingly. Got to do your best to keep in mind the blessings that have been bestowed upon you instead of being spiteful for the things that you don't have. So, as always, my dear friends, be good to yourselves, be good to the people around you, and do your damnedest to maintain that attitude of gratitude. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, and we'll see you back here in just a little bit. Make it a wonderful Wednesday, my friends. I know you will. Enjoy the outro jingle. Smoochies!
Rise and shine. It's the midweek fire. JunkWaxVintage picks.
Gonna take you higher.
The legends are rolling. The packs are tight. It's a wonderful Wednesday. We started it right. We're cracking backs and sipping spicy. Jake, I feel that morning's feeling icy. With cardboard heat and caffeine kicks, we're pulling flame and hitting licks. Dalen's live with that morning charm. Ripping wax with both sleeves on. From Julio rookies to vintage gold, these wonderful Wednesdays never get old. Miss JunkWax got the sorting down. Grading dreams in a cardboard town. The legends in chat are always on cue. They woke up early just to vibe with the crew. Live from the JW Card Club studios. Start your day with a slab and a smile. Featuring spicy water, wild pulls, and that signature JunkWax energy. WBV, feeling great. Midweek spree, spicy water. Chug it slow. Wednesday wonders steal the show. So toast that morning brew and tap the screen. This wonderful Wednesday's running pristine. Jay fills the morning thrill where legends break with heart and skill.
Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Bubba, too. Thank you, Johnny Mesco.
We're cracking backs and sipping spicy. Jade out root, bad mornings feeling icy. With cardboard heat and caffeine kicks, we're pulling flame and hitting licks.
Good morning, Devil Dog.
Dalen's live with that morning charm. rip and wax with both sleeves armed. From Julio rookies to vintage gold,
These wonderful Wednesdays never get old.
Mrs. Junk Wax got the sorting down, grading dreams in a cardboard town. The legends in chat, always on cue. They woke up early just to vibe with the crew. Live from the J-Thal View Card Club Studios. Start your day with a slab and a smile, featuring spicy water, wild pulls, and that signature Junk Wax energy. We be JW feeling great. Midweek's free, spicy water, chug it slow. Wednesday wonders steal the show. So toast that morning brew and tap the screen. This wonderful Wednesday's running pristine. J2 views the morning thrill, where legends break with heart and skill.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Rope. Glad to have you this morning, my man. You're catching me right on my way out, though. So hopefully we get to see you back here at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Would love to see you back. Nice to have a fellow devil dog in the family. Fellow veteran. Just smacked you with a follow there, Rope Dog. Nice to have you, buddy. Sorry you're catching me on my way out. Devin Clark, thank you so much for the tiny dinies. I appreciate you, you legend. And speaking of legends, we are up to 44,000 likes over here on TikTok. That is nothing short of amazing, my friends. And I cannot thank you enough for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Let's hit a little soundboard Olympics, shall we?
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah. Oh, my. After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come out, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh, my God. I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come out, Craig.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. Scott Horowitz, thank you so much for smacking the follow button, buddy. Welcome to the family. And folks, make it a wonderful Wednesday. I know you will. And I am already chomping at the bit to be right back here with you tonight. Same junk time, same junk channel. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Of course, my friends, I will keep up with you in the Junk Wax Vintage Family Chat on Facebook. I will keep up with you in the Junk Wax Vintage Family Discord. And if you have not joined either or both of those, what are you doing with your life? Come on over. We would love to have you. Mr. Erickson, make it a wonderful Wednesday. I know you will, buddy. Danny Rendon, my dude, have a wonderful Wednesday, my man. And we'll see you all back here tonight. Have a great night. Nicholas, thank you, buddy. Mr. Maddox, we don't do any trading here on this channel, at least not here. If you're more than welcome to follow us over there on Whatnot, though, you will find us selling off some singles and stuff. Typically here, we just do family rips and breaks. So you're more than welcome to go check out JunkWaxVintage.com. And remember, my friends, if you make any purchases from that website, whatever you buy will be waiting for you at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. Have a wonderful Wednesday, everybody. Bye-bye.